Hello folks, welcome to another exciting episode of Flipbuster. Today we're very excited to bring you a guest speaker, someone who's been a flipper, rehabber for a long time. It's up to the point where they're doing 15-20 rehabs in a year. So very excited to bring this guest speaker to you, and we will also be visiting one of their rehabs to get the lowdown from them, basically the good, the bad, and the ugly regarding the rehab, and also get to ask them some questions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and meet this guest speaker and see what they have to share with us. Alright guys, really excited today to bring you this video. Today we have a special guest with us, Talha. He's a seasoned rehabber, flipper, wholesaler. I thought of bringing him on, so he's graciously accepted my offer to take us to one of his rehabs and give us the lowdown on what's going on there. But before we take him out there, I'm gonna pick his brains a little bit more. All right, so let us know how long you've been doing it. What were the situations and the factors that caused you to get into this? Everybody's worried about COVID these days. I know my business has been affected. I'm not doing as many rehabs as I did last year. So that's a lot to ask. So don't kill me for it. Answer to the best of your capabilities.
So guys, before we begin, I don't know about rehabs, but it's a nice day to have some Turkish coffee. It's a nice day, nice weather outside. So I think this Turkish coffee tastes pretty good. So let's
go ahead.
So yeah, my name is Talha. I started in real estate about 7 years ago. When I started, it took me about a year to do my first rehab. Because in the beginning, it's not easy unless if you have someone who's mentoring you or coaching you, or if you're benefiting from someone else's experience. So this is one of the purposes why So Noman asked me, so I said, let's get together. We can give some good insight, give some good secrets that I've picked up over the last 7 years of doing rehabs and being able to go from doing 1 to 2 rehabs and then scaling it up to doing 15 to 20 at a time. My first rehab, that was a pretty nice cookie cutter, easy rehab. We made about I think 50K on that one. And then as we did more and more, it became not that it became easier, but we kind of figured out things along the way. We hired some bad contractors, we fired some contractors, and now we have 2 main contractors that we use. So all of those things, your team is very important, so you're going to pick those things up along the way. So about recent events and COVID, we've still been able to pick up rehab projects. It's obviously has slowed down because the inventory has become very, very low. So it has become more difficult to find good rehab projects, and also to have projects that have like good margins in it. So we used to be able to make easily on a rehab project, 100K, 90K. We still did projects that we netted 80K this year, but it's gotten more difficult. So we've had to change our formulas. We've had to change how we look at the property going in, what we're gonna do with this. So we modify the scope of work to see how much actually needs to be done in order to get the final product out the door. So COVID has definitely impacted the acquisition of properties, but at the same time, it has also helped in the selling of properties, because in the last 4 or 5 months, the same property, if we had sold it last year, we would have sold it for 20,000-30,000 less. And this year, just because the inventory is so low, so anything that you're putting out on the market, it has gone for more money than compared to last year. So that's a plus point. So there's things that you pick up along the way. So whatever I can help you guys out with, give you some secrets, insider tips, I would be glad to do that.
Oh, thank you so much, Talha. That was very insightful, and thanks for sharing all that information. And so it's funny that you said that everybody's having a tough time because of COVID-19. And we are as well. Like I mentioned, I'm having a tough time finding projects for myself. But on the flip side, there's always silver lining, and the silver lining in this is that the prices of the houses are going up pretty crazily right now. So even though it's hard to find new projects, but whatever projects we have in the pipeline and we are selling right now, they're selling for above asking. So we're beating our forecast in every single house that we're selling. And let me give you a little background. I've known Talha for some time now, at least actually since 2014. and we partner up in a lot of projects, and we've done a lot of stuff together. So it's always good to bring him along and share his expertise and experiences. And between him and me, myself, we have probably more than 2 decades of experience of flipping, rehabbing, getting funding for our rehab, and it's all exciting stuff. And the good thing is, anybody who's in this business, you want to pay it forward. So we're gonna go ahead and I think visit one of his properties. We'll continue there and see what's going on over there.
So, anything that you guys wanna ask, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, so we can answer those questions. And if you have any follow-up videos that we can do based on those questions that you guys ask, we would love to do that.
Yeah, we'll surely get you back on the channel. So guys, if you're liking this content, definitely go ahead and subscribe and share it with the friends and family that you have that are of like mind, because like I mentioned, with Flipbuster, we're gonna be bringing you very, very important and informative content that's gonna be jam-packed with information that nobody really gives out. So definitely subscribe. We'll be putting a lot more exciting videos like that. And one of the most important part of rehabbing is that you need to have some good coffee with you. And the coffee that I just had up here, check this out. This is how a good coffee should look like, and this is all the goodness at the bottom right now that I'm gonna go at. So I'm gonna finish this coffee, and then we're gonna take you into the property. So let's go ahead and take a look. So guys, here we are at the property. So let's move on to Talha.
So we're gonna give you an insider look to what has been going on in this property. So let's start from the outside. As you can see here, we did all new stucco here on the outside. All the windows in the house were pretty old, so we replaced all of the windows. We did all of a brand new driveway right here, because the house did not have a driveway. We had all the space for it, so we utilized the existing space that was already there. We already have a fence there, which is from the next door neighbor, which is a nice effect. That's all concrete work. It's all new. So as you can see, the guys are just putting in the handrails in the front steps. So now let's go inside and we're gonna show you what happened inside. Alright, so this is the inside of the house. As you can see here, if you pan up, we added all new recessed lighting throughout the first floor. So here, as you can see here, let me step over all of the materials. So here you can see it's nice and open now. As you walk in, you see the kitchen. Before, this was very tight and you couldn't really see anything. There was like 3 walls right over here. So we knocked all of those down to give it a nice open effect. Now we have a nice space for a separate dining. And you can see the paint choices that we make are pretty nice and modern. And then, of course, all new kitchen here. So we always give new appliances in this house because we have quite a lot of room in our rehab budget still. So we decided to even give them a washer and dryer. All right, so if you follow me here, so we have 2 bedrooms here on this side. Nothing really much happening here. Is just nice paint work on the walls, and then of course the windows are redone. And then if you look up here, we like to add a nice flavor to the rooms. So this is like an LED light. I believe we got this from Amazon. So it looks better than the regular dome light that you get from Home Depot or Lowe's. And then if you come up over here, so this is a bathroom, nice white tiles, and then nice tiles on the floor. So we like to, as we're doing a lot of projects at the same time, so we like to keep it as uniform as possible on all of our rehabs, but still, depending on the location and depending on where the house is, we like to give it its own unique character. So in some cases, we like to change up the tiles depending on the price point that the house is going to sell at. So all of that you're gonna learn over time. So we're gonna try to give you as many secrets as possible that we have picked up over the last years that we've been doing rehabs and scaling it, where we're doing 15, 20 at a time. So we're going to try to give you as much insider secrets as possible so you guys can go out there, take action, implement them in your business, and go out and make a killing in these rehab projects. Alright, so one thing to mention here is that in this house, this was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and if you follow me, we're going to show you what we did. So right now I'm standing in, this used to be a sunroom, so we actually converted it, if you come on this way, so we actually converted this into a 3rd bedroom. So we have a closet right here that was obviously not existing before. It was all like old windows, so we kind of closed off all the windows, added new windows, and now we have a 3rd bedroom. So just, I mean, the amount of money that it cost us to do this, we're gonna get probably 20,000-30,000 more in the sale of the house because we were able to add another bedroom in the house. Alright, so now if you want to follow me down, we're going to show you the basement and what's going on in the basement. Watch your step. So this is probably one of the biggest improvements in the house. This was very, very tight. There was no light, of course. So we opened up the whole thing, and as you can see, this is a pretty nice and big open basement finish area that can be used as a recreation room. People can use it, build a home office in here. So we added a lot of recess lights. We put a brand new furnace in the thing. And one thing that I want to mention is that, listen, you know, I'm not a guru. I'm just a plain guy. We have scaled it up, the rehabs that we do, but we still have to struggle. So it's not something that's easy that you can just go out there and in 1 year you can start doing a lot of rehabs. It's going to take you some time. But every house is a struggle. So I'll tell you, this furnace that you see right here, the contractor, we paid him $6,000 to put a new furnace. And guess what happened? The guy that he knew, our contractor knew for 20 years, he actually ran away with the money. And he did that on 3 properties. So the contractor was out $6,000 on this project and overall $20,000 from 2 other projects. And those are some of the things that you got to deal with when you're working on multiple rehabs. So I just want to tell you that because it's not all glitz and glamour. So there's a lot of our goal. I want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So every single thing that you can learn from our mistakes. So one thing that you can benefit from that is that when you're dealing with your contractors, make sure that they are up to date with their subs and that all of the things are going on simultaneously, that nothing is being skipped. So here we also added, as you can see, some nice closet space for storage, and then we have a separate area for the washer dryer, and then we even added a whole bath in the basement, which was obviously not existing. So now our house turns into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and before it was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So just adding another bedroom and adding another bathroom gives us probably close to 40,000 of extra value in the house. So guys, there you go. That's a quick tour of one of our projects that we're working on.
All right, folks, so we hope you enjoyed this episode of A Day in Rehabbers Life. We'll be bringing you more videos like this where we will introduce you to other rehabbers, their projects, see what's going on in there, and get good insider tips and tricks regarding these rehabs, things that very few people talk about from the actual projects. So until next time, this is Flipbuster, and if you like this video, definitely go ahead and subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll be bringing you a lot more content very, very soon that's packed with valuable information for your rehabbing, flipping, and wholesaling journey.